the educator at Aficionado Coffee Roasters. I'm going to show you today how to do end of service cleaning of your espresso machine. We use this machine a lot here at our cafe, so I'm going to show you how to take good care of it.
First, you want to gather your supplies. So for cleaning, you're going to need a bucket. I like a Sani bucket, gloves, Cafiza, Rinza. A paddle brush is helpful but not necessary. A small screwdriver to remove your screen, a blank basket. A blank basket looks like the regular basket, but there are no holes. I'm going to start by taking the pitcher I used today for steaming the milk and one of the handles from the machine. This looks somewhat clean, but what you might not realize is that you need to remove this basket. You can use the back of a spoon or a small screwdriver to remove this. Put it into the Sani bucket with water and put the handle in here too. Fill the Sani bucket with water so that all of the metal parts are underwater, but the black handle is above. Then you're going to put Cafiza in the bucket. Cafiza has two uses, which you can find on the back of the bottle. Here. Now I'm going to put 6 grams of Cafiza into water and we're going to soak these for 30 minutes. I like to start this at the beginning of cleaning so that there's time for soaking. You can use the paddle brush scoop for the 6 grams or you could use a small teaspoon. We'll let those soak. In the meantime, in my pitcher, I'm going to fill it with Rinza. On the back, you can see the amount that you need. As you steam milk, you're going to have protein from the milk get caught on the pitcher. We're also using the Rinza to clean the machine. On the back, you can see how to use it. 30 milliliters for 500 milliliters of water. I really love this liquid one because it has this measuring contraption on the top. So squeeze the size and it's going to fill up that measuring top. 30 milliliters, which is also 1 ounce, put it into your pitcher and then fill the rest of the pitcher with cold water. Cold water is helpful because it gives you more time to be able to steam. Now I'm set to bring these over to the machine while this soaks. I filled the rest of my pitcher with water, and it also has that small amount of Rinza. I can let this soak, and I'll come back to it later. In your group head, there's actually a screen, and you want to remove it. Most can be removed with a flathead screwdriver. Some machines need a hex screwdriver, so just take a look at your machine. This screw is specialized, so put it in a safe place while you're doing the rest of your cleaning. I like to put the screw into one of your espresso cups so it's nice and safe. Put this screen in the bucket with the rest of your Cafiza soaking pieces. Now we're going to do back flushing. Take the blank basket. The blank basket you put into the handle, and the blank basket is the one that has no holes. You're going to now do the second use with Cafiza. So take a look at the back. You're going to use a scoop. You can use the paddle brush or a teaspoon. This is going to help clean the machine internally. So instead of the machine having water come out when you're brewing, it's going to go inside the machine and get rid of any extra buildup. Before I do this, I'm going to take my paddle brush and give this a nice scrub. You can see that some of the grinds just came out because this is a busy cafe. When I press this button, it's going to turn on. If you have an automatic machine, you'll usually look for a button that has a swirl on it. Put the blank basket in and tighten, and then press the on button. We're going to keep it on for about 10 seconds, and we'll do cycles of 10 seconds about 5 times. The reason we do this is imagine if you're going to wash your hands and you put soap on them and put the water on. Nothing much is going to happen. You need to have that scrubbing action. And by turning this on and off, this is going to create that sudsiness. And that's why we have those 5 cycles. 10 seconds, about 5 times. No need to take the handle in and out in between. Once we're finished, we want to take the handle out and rinse it so that this is nice and clean. You'll see also when you take this out that there's going to be a sudsy solution in there that probably has coffee grinds in it. Rinse that handle off and then put it back into the machine and keep doing your cycles on and off. until you see that the water coming out is completely clear and there's no grinds. Make sure to pour any dirty water or grinds that come out into a regular drain, not into the small drain that's part of your machine. The first time I still see some kefisa, but no grinds. This is a pretty clean machine. Since there's no grinds, I can put that down the regular drain, but I'm going to keep going until this is totally clear. Continue in those cycles at 10 seconds until this is completely clear. So now you can see it's perfectly clear. There's no more kefisa. This side is done. You can give it one more brushing with the palo brush. And then after we've soaked the screen and scrubbed it, I can put the screen back on this side. So 30 minutes later, let's come back. After 30 minutes, I'm going to put gloves on and then use the palo brush to do any additional scrubbing that's needed. Make sure to get the inside. This part is called the O-ring. Make sure to pop it out so you can get in there too. And just make sure to, if it pops out, to put it back into that little ridge that it's meant to go into. If you have any pour spouts, you can use the brush in the pour spouts too. And those pour spouts also can be twisted off for cleaning. Make sure to scrub underneath and also in any ridges. Before going back into the machine, make sure to also rinse these in a sink. Here's my screen. And once again, make sure to get the sides. In a machine that's really dirty, you'll see the effects in the water. This is all buildup from the coffee, usually the coffee oils. After scrubbing, these should all be rinsed in a sink before going back into the machine. Once your screen has been rinsed with water, it can be put back into the machine with that screw that you've kept safe. Make sure not to over tighten your screw. I can also put my basket back into the handle. This should be stored in your machine overnight. There's a rubber gasket in the machine, and by keeping your handles in the group head, it's going to protect them from getting dried out. Now over here, we need to clean our steam wands. I've been soaking it in the rinso water, and so I'm going to turn it on just like steaming milk. It's going to make that high-pitched sound, which is normal because we want to have this completely submerged. Steam for 1 minute or until it starts to overflow, whatever comes first. And you can use this rinse of water for both sides of the machine and then empty it into the drain. If you have a milk drain, this is a great time to clean it as well. Now rinse out this pitcher, fill it with plain water, and we're going to do the steaming procedure one more time to make sure this is cleaned out and there's no rinsa left in there. Once again, do this for about a minute or until it overflows, whatever comes first. Take your clean rag and wipe this down. If you have any buildup in this steam holes from your wand, you can actually use the back of your palo brush to clean these out. This part can also unscrew. You can do this maybe once a week and soak this in rinsa as well. We've backflushed the machine, we've scrubbed every piece, and we made sure that there's no buildup on the steam one. I would now wipe down all the surfaces, and if you have a removable tray, take out the tray. Rinse this in the sink, never send it to an industrial dishwasher. Take good care of your espresso machine and you'll always have wonderful espresso. Enjoy!